This is CPM Calculus Chapter 2, number 65. Chapter 265. So here we have a mug of hot coffee. Here's my mug. It's hot coffee in there. And then it's basically sitting on a counter on the table in some room. Okay? And part A asks to sketch a feasible graph showing the temperature of the coffee as a function of time. Okay, so as a function of time, that means we have time here on our x-axis and the temperature here on our y-axis. It says do not worry about the units, just show the general behavior of the graph. So at time 0, right, at x is 0, right, we start. We have some temperature, it's kind of hot. Some temperature, and then immediately the temperature starts to go down, 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 until we see it's going to approach some value. What that value is going to be is some constant value related to the room, right? It really depends on the temperature of the room. And I'm assuming that the room is cooler than a boiling cup of coffee. That's why it's going down. I mean, on another planet, it might be hotter, but then the coffee itself might be evaporating or something like that. So let's assume the temperature goes down and then it reaches the room temperature. Okay, so that coffee gets kind of lukewarm or cold if the room's cold. So part B asks to evaluate the limit and translate the entire limit statement into a complete sentence. So we have the limit as time goes to infinity of temperature. Okay, so as time goes to infinity, we're looking on the x-axis, time. Wow, we'll all be dead when time goes to infinity. Anyway, I don't mean that. But what I'm trying to say is our limit as time goes to infinity of temperature is just going to be the room, right? Just like we talked. We talked about room temperature. So whatever the room temperature is, that cup of coffee, if you wait forever, that cup of coffee is going to be the same as the room temperature. Okay, so how do I translate the entire limit statement to a complete sentence? So here's my sentence. Okay, so this is the limit of the coffee temperature as time approaches infinity. Okay, so that's how you could translate this. Oh, I didn't finish. Equals the room temperature. Right, it equals the room temperature. In plain English, all this is saying is if you wait long enough, the temperature of that coffee is going to be the same temperature of the room. Okay, so this ends chapter 2, number 65 of CPM Calculus.